Hey, welcome back to the Critical Complex channel. My name is David, and today I want to tell you about a new project that is launching very soon in 2023 called SPOC. SPOC stands for Single Point of Contact. This network is designed for businesses and individuals who want to silo their own data to themselves. Let's jump into the SPOC website and talk about what this project is, what it provides, and what it can do for you as an individual user or as a business. Enabling data as a service for businesses and individuals. About SPOC. What is SPOC? The simplest way to describe SPOC is to compare it to the music and movie on-demand services with personal data. Not too long ago, we bought and rented new used CDs and DVDs to listen, watch, record, and store, sometimes without permission. Our favorite music and movies, but today, these once technological advancements have been replaced by digital and streaming subscription services such as Netflix, Amazon Prime, Apple TV, and music, making our damaged CD and DVD collection obsolete. The above analogy is similar to how we consume personal data today. We collect, store, and in some cases, share damaged and irrelevant data without permission. Enter SPOC, our revolutionary and new single point of contact privacy system that enables data as a service and creates a balance between existing business CRM and how individuals control and manage their data. So the ultimate goal here is to provide a solution for not only businesses, but also for individuals to use their own data in a private and secure way. So there are many projects out there in the blockchain space and in the Web3 space that are working on the same type of solution, but they all have a different approach of how they think this should work and what they think will be more revolutionary. Who is SPOC for? SPOC is one of the very few privacy systems that focuses on benefiting both businesses and individuals. You see, the problem with privacy and data protection is a balancing act. On one side, lots of systems want to give privacy and control back to people, but this generally affects businesses. On another side, there are systems that bring a lot of benefits to businesses, but those generally neglect a lot of users' privacy. SPOC caters for both bringing in a new way to mutually benefit each other. For businesses, SPOC is truly revolutionary for most businesses. It is not there to replace your existing CRM, but enhance it beyond anything you could have thought possible. If your business fails into one or more of these categories, then SPOC is for you. So if you are a business looking for data privacy solutions and how to evolve your business and comply with the new laws that are being set in place around data privacy, SPOC may be for you. If you are a business that needs to comply with the privacy laws such as GDPR, CCPA, and LGPD, then SPOC is for you. If you are a business that regularly have to clean your in-house data, collecting user data online, and need to have verified users for compliance purposes, then SPOC is for you. If you are a business that would like to collect data but does not have a CRM, SPOC is the project that has a solution for your business. As far as individuals go, SPOC has been designed for individuals. It is trustless, decentralized, and non-custodial. As an individual, you always remain in control of your personal data, who you share it with, and what you are sharing and how long for. So that is one thing that I can say that makes SPOC different from a lot of other data privacy networks that are building in Web3, is that there isn't a way for you to control the time that your data is shared with companies. And we're going to talk about that in a second. Trustless. SPOC does not store data or access your data. So as an individual, you can trust that your data is safe and siloed within yourself in the app. SPOC does not collect your data or sell it to companies, but your data is stored within yourself in the app. And we're going to talk about how that is possible. There is no central SPOC database with everyone's data in it. Who else is best to manage your data than yourself? You can remain anonymous while being connected to businesses and get rewarded for your data if you want to. So this is the embodiment of decentralization for individuals. If you want to use your data to access companies or allow companies to access your data, then you can do so using Spock in a safe and private way. Let's get more into what does Spock provide for businesses and individuals. How is this project unique? And then later on, we're going to talk about the node ecosystem that Spock will run on. The Spock app is a jewel for engineering that took 5 years to build. So this project isn't fairly new. It is new in the sense that it's about to launch and you can invest, but it is not new as far as they are building it, and they have been building for 5 years. So this project is about to launch. There's going to be an ICO and there's going to be a node opportunity. The reason why Spock is so different is because we do not store your data. That's right. Your personal data is your property and you should be the sole custodian of it. Sounds good in theory, yes, but how do I share this data with businesses that I'm connected with and need some of my data then? The power of blockchain Web3 has allowed us to build a solution that would not have been possible years before. We call it the Spock Permission Library. In brief, everybody using the Spock platform is known by their unique Spock single point of contact username. From your app, you manage your data, your profile, your connections, your marketing preferences, and your rewards. You can choose to be connected with businesses only without sharing any data, or you can share as much data as you want and even be rewarded for it. The process of sharing your personal data is an audited process that guarantees security while remaining in control at all times. Let's take a step back and talk about how this project could be revolutionary and how it solves a major problem. As a user, you're able to use the Spock app and create what's called a Spock username. With your username, your data is siloed. The data that you provide, whether it be your birth date, your social security number, your address, your real name, and if you wanted to provide real data, you can. So there's a few different ways this can go. You could create a Spock account and create some false data that's not real and provide it to companies, and it wouldn't be that valuable to the company. But if there's a way for you to prove that that data is legit and it's yours, that company is able to offer you more cryptocurrency for that data. So that way you're able to truly monetize your data. With Spock, you remain in control at all times on what data you share, who you share it with, and how long for. With Spock, you can connect easily to businesses and other people, yet remain entirely anonymous. So going back to what I just mentioned, you could create a Spock account, Spock username, and input some incorrect data in order to utilize the platform and provide companies with data. Or there's a way for you to provide a more realistic bundle of data, such as using the KYC. And once you KYC your information, then the company can come to you and say, hey, we'll pay you 10,000 Spock for your data for a limited amount of time. Let's say they wanted your data for 1 month and they provided you something for that data, whether it be free internet or if it were cryptocurrency, something of that sort. You could provide that data. And if there was a way for you to prove that that data is legit, they would offer you more cryptocurrency for that data. So that is one way to explain the uniqueness of the Spock network and how it will provide a solution for businesses and individuals. Spock gives you an option to receive marketing campaigns, offers from businesses, some rewarding you for your data. So that also goes back to how businesses will be able to reach you. Last week, I spoke with the co-founder of Spock, Fred Myers, and he explained to me that they are currently working with connecting to businesses who want real user data in a private and secure way. So not only is Spock reaching out and connecting with businesses to provide you a way to connect with real businesses, but they're also providing a solution for these businesses. Businesses are currently violating the laws by abusing user data. And that is a solution that they aren't able to solve on their own because they don't have Web3 technology. So Spock is stepping in and filling the gap by creating a place where you can easily sign up, KYC, create a username, and you have your own unique name. So you want to have your own unique Spock username, and you may want to go ahead and get it before somebody else does. Protect your brand. The Spock Shield email provides you a protected email address against all spam and unwanted messages. So here's another good utility that you will have once you create a Spock account. You have a private and protected email address. So why is Spock different to other CRMs and data privacy platforms then? There is no central database where your personal data is stored, waiting to be hacked or data leaked from. Spock is built on Web3 technology, which means that only the recipient of the data is able to see it, providing you are still sharing it. Data is permanently and irreversibly deleted when no longer shared. So that's another unique thing that I had learned when I spoke with Fred, is that as an individual user, your data is siloed within the app in the format of an NFT, and your data is encrypted in that NFT. And whenever you want to share your data with a business for a certain amount of tokens or whatever utility that they might offer, the network will send that company a sort of like a duplicate of your NFT, but it only lasts for a limited amount of time. If you only wanted to share your data with a company for 1 month or 2 weeks or even 1 day, you could do so. And at the end of that time period, that NFT automatically burns on the network, so that company no longer has access to your data. Another cool and unique thing about that is if a company were offering a particular product that you're interested in, whether it be crypto or whether it be something like a discount on something, or maybe free access to something that they offer, you can provide them that data for a limited amount of time for whatever they're offering. And once that time is up, you have the ability to go back in and re-offer your data for that same access or that same value. That is one thing that I love about the Spock platform, and that is what's going to make this platform revolutionary. Spock is built on Web3 technology, which means only the recipient of the data is able to see it, providing you are still sharing it. Data is permanently and irreversibly deleted when no longer shared. Data points are uniquely encrypted with 3 keys. No 2 data points are ever encrypted the same. Let's talk about business CRM. If you're a business and you need to make sure you're complying with the new laws such as GDPR and CCPA, and you're looking for a solution, Spock may be the platform that you need to connect with to find out how you can collect, manage, and provide user data to your platform in a legal way. Not only that, but you're able to actually engage with the people for real and find out that you're actually collecting real data. This will minimize the chances that you are receiving false data. You're able to create a system with the Spock app that will ensure that you're collecting real data, because the user who has this data will have KYC'd, and they will be providing you with information that you can confirm within that data that they provide. The first business CRM in the world that provides data as a service. The majority of businesses use a CRM, custom relationship manager, but those requires you to acquire contacts, record them in your CRM, comply with privacy laws as you do so, and then you need to maintain that data and you need to carefully manage access to prevent data breaches. If you are a business acquiring customers with subscriptions, you are likely collecting rubbish data, as over 65% of online users do not provide real data about themselves. Do we really think this is a suitable process in a future where personal data is so valuable yet to be protected? With Spock, you can connect directly to your customer, and yet you can remain anonymous. If you need personal data from your customers, Spock allows you to request it from the owner. So as a business, you also have the ability to remain anonymous. As a business, if you wanted to collect user data and you didn't want the platform to know that this business is collecting data, you could come as an anonymous collector and ask users for their data in exchange for Spock token or whatever type of utility that you can offer to the platform. Spock makes your business privacy laws compliant, as it is the owner of the data that grants access, maintain their data, and withdraw consent as needed. Spock is real time. The data available to you is always the latest, as updated by the data owner. Spock does not replace your existing CRM. It complements it by integrating with it and enhancing it. With Spock, you can access to verified profile for compliance purposes. With Spock, you can connect to existing and new customers with a simple QR code, including data request. With Spock, You can run marketing campaigns directly to Spock users who want to hear from you and even reward them to connect. And if you are a small or medium business that traditional CRMs don't work for, Spock is for you. So when we talk about data privacy solutions and Web3 solutions, this is a platform that is building a solution that is very easy to use for both the producer and the consumer. Create your Spock username, protect your brand, protect your image by making sure you're the only person who can have your name. You don't want Spock to blow up and become the biggest data provider in the world and someone has your name up for sale 10 times higher than what it was because you didn't go ahead and create this account. So if you are an individual user and you want to take advantage of controlling your own data and also earning cryptocurrency for it, then you want to go ahead and create your Spock username. What is a Spock username? Every business and every individual using the Spock platform are known by a unique Spock username. That username is identified by the trademark handle symbol. This simply means that if you see a word or a name preceded by the symbol, it is a Spock username. It might be your company, your stage name, your nickname, or just a random selection of letters or numbers. The one thing that is definite is that there is only one unique Spock of each. Because these are NFTs, we totally get that this is possible. This is revolutionary. Spock is what you identify you to your connections. This is the only name that your connections need to know to connect with you or for you to connect with them. We will soon open the Spock marketplace where you will be able to reserve or create your own Spock. So when you think about the inner mechanics of this platform, you may wonder, how does this actually work? How is Spock able to create a network where the data isn't stored with the network, but only with the user? So this happens through what we call decentralization. This is all possible by allowing the network users to run nodes. So as a business, you can run Spock nodes, and you can also run Spock nodes as an individual. So we're going to talk about that in another video, because right now the node network is not available. You can't actually run a node. But what I can tell you is that this network is going to be serverless. So what that means is there aren't any hardware requirements for running a Spock node. If you wanted to run a node to earn a Spock token, that is possible. We're going to talk about that later on, once the network is ready to run nodes. You guys know I'm definitely going to keep up with the node part of this, right? So I'll let you know about that as soon as I have more information. But what I can tell you now is they're going to be using the Kaleido blockchain to run these nodes. So this makes the network serverless. You won't need to run a VPS. You won't need to download the software to your personal computer, and you don't need a Raspberry Pi or any type of hardware device. But you can sign up and create a Kaleido account, and this is how you're going to run your node. So we'll get more into that later on. I'll talk about that because I want you guys to keep up with new projects that have the opportunity of ability to grow. And this is one of those projects I think will be a real good solution for a lot of businesses. I think about many businesses that will come along and want to connect and use Spock, and how those businesses will either remain anonymous or they'll be public with who they are. And let's say it's a big business, like let's say it's an internet provider or a web streaming platform that wants real user data, and they come and they say, hey, we're offering 1,000 tokens to each individual who can provide us with real data. And that is where things are going to get fun, because as a Spock user and having a Spock username, all you have to do is log into your account and see what opportunities are available from what businesses. You can provide them that data, and in exchange, you'll receive the Spock token. I also don't have any information on the tokenomics, but very soon I will. I believe this project will be starting their ICO sometime in March. So maybe 2 months from now, we'll know more about the token. But just to let you guys know that this is coming, there's going to be, hoping there's going to be a Discord where we all can join, or some type of platform where they're going to announce the ICO. So we'll know about the initial coin offering and how we can get this token. Huge opportunity on the table here. Just going to throw that out there right quick. All right, but let's look at the white paper real quick, and then we're going to end this video. There isn't much in here that I want to touch on, but there's a few things I do want to share with you. So we did talk about a lot of the business problems and the individual problems that people have and how Spock is providing a solution for those problems. So let's scroll on a little bit more and talk about the initial coin offering and the investment purpose. All right. So why would I want Spock token? Why would I want to hold this token? How do I know it's going to bring value? Why would I want to run a Spock node? So let's talk about this, and this will maybe shape up that idea for you. The Spock team is very aware that we are aiming to tackle one of the biggest challenges in the world at the time. But we also believe that it is a matter of time before we all, as individuals, finally use our smartphone devices to store and manage our data and whom we share it with. And we have made commitments to make sure Spock is the major player in this field. To do so, unlike many crypto projects, we have decided to build our ideas before raising money in private and public sales to prove the concept can work. We have trademarked the symbol to be used as a contact handle for Spock, and we have spent thousands of hours of our own funds to build the platform to a beta stage so we can demonstrate it working. We have joined one of the largest US-based accelerators in a view to raise a seed fund to go alongside a private Spock token sale and a Spock username marketplace sale. The key purpose of this initial raise is to deploy a pilot with 80 to 100 partner businesses whom we will work closely with to integrate Spock with their existing systems and aim to them to start using it with their customers. To do so, we have created the Spock crypto token on the Ethereum mainnet for businesses to pay users their rewards and allow businesses to accept payments from users in return for data. So as an investor, I don't think you need to worry about Spock being an ERC20 token. As we all know, the fees on the Ethereum mainnet can be very costly. But take into consideration that Spock is building on the Kaleido blockchain. So what that means is transactions will be free. There will be no fees for transactions on this network. You don't have to worry about there being big fees for you having to access your data or provide your data, or for businesses, vice versa. But there will be no fee for every transaction on the network because of the Kaleido network that they're using. The Spock main chain is built on Kaleido's award-winning permission blockchain platform that combines the security, global reach, and cloud scale of an enterprise-grade solution. Kaleido is already helping some of the largest organizations around the world to modernize their business networks with blockchain. The Spock team believes in sustainable, real-world utility based on applications of blockchain technology. Therefore, we close to build on a permissioned enterprise blockchain like Kaleido so that the B2C exchange could occur with no gas fees. It could be as green as possible and extremely scalable and agile. So I think that Spock is onto something. I think that they're really strategizing on how to build the best place that people can actually be safe with their data and actually have a really valuable aspect of their data. Because with a data network that you're able to silo your data within yourself, and the company doesn't use your data on the outside without you knowing it, but there's a really secure way for you to hold your own data and decide if you want to provide your data in exchange for cryptocurrency directly from businesses. This could be the best way for users to silo their data within themselves. And there's one more section here I'm going to touch on, and then we're going to end this video, and I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to reach out to me and tell me what you think in the comment section about Spock and what you think about the future of data privacy on the blockchain. The Node Partner Program. It must also be noted that the key secure element of the Spock blockchain is decentralization. Therefore, we have implemented a Node Partner Program that allows individuals and businesses completely independent from Spock to run their own Spock nodes, providing multiple nodes outside of our control. Now, there will be some different tiers for running these nodes based on if you are a business, and you may want to have a bigger selection of nodes. If you are an individual who wants to not only support the network, have real, true control over your data, but also earn some Spock tokens, then the individual tier will probably be for you. So later on, once I speak to the team again, I will have some more information about the Noob Network. So hold off on that idea for a little while and maybe another month. But you guys are my friends here at Web3. So I definitely want to make sure we stay on top of the greatest opportunities, the biggest projects that are building the biggest solutions that have the possibility to scale around the entire world. So I'm David. I hope you like this content. And if you did, hit that like button and subscribe to this channel because there's more information coming about Spock later next week. We're going to be hosting an AMA here on my channel or maybe on Twitter Spaces, wherever you guys think is the best. Leave some comments down below. Let me know how you want to learn more about this project. What do you think we need to do to push the message out and keep sharing it with you guys? And I'll see you on the next video.